But still remember that trainers are qualified to teach, to train, and also to learn with people. From schools think that training adult learners is very easy because they're adults. Some people share wrong guidelines, and if you're a beginner or if you're not aware about certain aspects of learning and studying, and again, learn me that I went to a non-English medium school. Some also tell me that I went to an English medium school. Still, but remember, fame is not everything. Sometimes, famous people who just become famous overnight, even in the case of English language learning. When it comes to language learning, we all are in this deep ocean of learning. None can fathom the deep ocean of learning, and there's nothing known as perfect language. But still, some people are qualified to train others, to share guidelines. We have levels there as well. We all are learning. Some of us are beginners, some are intermediate learners, some are advanced, and some are proficient. And as professionals, we trainers undergo a training journey. With some experience also, we make mistakes. Again, we get rectified by people who are experts in this field with years of experience. Now, this is also a learning process. But still remember that trainers are qualified to teach, to train, and also to learn with the learners from the mistakes they make. Now, learning is not necessarily studying about the different topics, but learning about this process of training people. If you take my case, I deal with adult learners. Sometimes people from schools think that training adult learners is very easy because they're adults. We have class management skills, we have behavioral issues, we also have something known as the psychological aspects of teaching and training people. Everything is a part of it. And of course, as I always tell you, relearn, unlearn, and learn. Children are different. Of course, we have other aspects of training them and teaching them. These are two different phases of learning on two different platters. Now, coming to today's topic, we see a lot of people on YouTube also holding conversations, sharing their guidelines. Of course, some of them are qualified and some are so happy to share about their knowledge. You should remember that we need to filter the content that we come across. You need to check if it works for you. Before even checking if the content works for you, you have to really see if the person is sharing authentic guidelines. Now, how do we know that? It's definitely based on what and how the person has been into. A learner can also share guidelines. A learner can also help other learners. That's one of the beautiful phases of this whole journey of learning. And it also reduces the effort and stress that we take to train people, because learners help each other. But always remember that you need to cross-check if you're in the right track. Some people share wrong guidelines, and if you're a beginner or if you're not aware about certain aspects of learning and studying, and again, learning from your mistakes, you could be wasting your time, you could be wasting your money and all the effort. Even if you're listening to a content on YouTube, yes, it's free, but also your time is important. Your energy. Some people pause the video, take down notes, and equip themselves with better knowledge and awareness. I come across a lot of people telling me that I went to a non-English medium school. Some also tell me that I went to an English medium school. Still, despite all that, I was not aware about all these active learning methods. Yes, things change. Today we are in a different era of learning and teaching and training people. That doesn't mean that we can say a goodbye to learning, right? We are not made of nickel, microchip, or any other electric circuits where you squeeze everything into this organic brain. With training, with effective active learning methods and right pedagogy methods, everything put together, definitely you will surpass every other facility, every other technology that has been discovered by mankind. Believe me, more than that, trust in you, trust yourself. Now, all of you are aware about this, but still I would like to remind, because you all are very busy and sometimes you may not take that moment to retrospect. The point is, people like to be famous, and fame comes with success, hard work, smart work. YouTube is a perfect example of all that. I'm not going into the details of it, where people work, people try to get the benefits, they reap the fruits of their hard work. But remember, fame is not everything. Sometimes fame could be temporary. It's all that you do. It's the effort that you take. Even if you don't work for 24 hours, the time that you invest, the effort, the energy matters, because you are dealing with people. You're sharing knowledge and something with the public. So remember that English is a global language. It has topped the list because of its global significance. It doesn't have any horns. It has got no complex associated with it. It's all man-made. Now, when that's man-made, you should also remember that fame, of being known, all these things are associated, acquainted with what you do. Let your success and your hard work make the noise. So people who are new trainers, who are into this field of teaching, who are freshers also, remember that whatever you do for your learner is appreciation, is acknowledgement, and that is a certification that you can get ever in your life. It's not about getting the credits from people around. Of course, that matters. The certification, the levels that you achieve in proficiency, the promotion and such other aspects. But people go unheard. People go unseen, not because they are not working. It takes time. So if you come across people who just become famous overnight, even in the case of English language learning, some people become famous just after learning a few lines or after studying some sentences by heart and then reproducing it, regurgitating in front of the audience, which is quite good. It should be appreciated, but remember that they cannot train people in all the other aspects of language. Training comes with all the points that I mentioned in the beginning. I hope you get the positive aspects of this topic. We are not here to discourage people. We are not here to encourage some groups also. But beware. Spread awareness. Know what you're doing, and also filter whenever you are learning, whenever you seek the assistance of YouTube or any other trainer, any other academy. Anything can go wrong. And when people say that you cannot learn anything on YouTube, or when people say that self-learning is not going to happen, it's wrong. It varies with person and individual, their background. If training is required, you need to take training. But suppose you feel that you're in the right track, even after listening to 90 sessions or 90 recorded videos, if you feel that there is a change, when I say change, authentic change, you should undergo some assessment. And if you feel that yes, you have progressed, that's your method. Right? Happy learning.